Hey guys, I'm here today. As you all know, I got a shopsmith given to me. Well, I was at an auction a few years ago, and I bought a whole bunch of boxes, and they're all in white boxes. A whole bunch of white boxes at an auction. I didn't know really exactly what was in them because they were in a bigger cardboard box until I got them home. And what they were was a bunch of 15-inch sanding discs. Well, it so happens that I have a 12-inch sanding disc for the shopsmith, sanding pad setup for the shopsmith, and I have a 6-inch one for my smaller grinders. So today, and the problem is that these things are starting to get wrinkled, and once they start to get wrinkled, they're hard to get set flat. So today I took some time and I cut out two nice perfectly round circles. What I did was I took the bottom of a 5-gallon bucket, traced it because it's about 12 inches, and then I cut it out a little bit past my pencil line, and then I took it over to the sander and then sanded all the way around up to my pencil line to give me 12 inches. So now I'm using this as number one. I made two of these because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a bunch of these pads at 12 inches, basically the same way I cut out the wood, and then I'm going to clamp them between the two pieces of wood, and it should keep them nice and flat, and then I can store them until I need them, until I need one. I can take one out and then reclamp the rest. So that's what today's project is. So we're going to do this to this bunch of them that is here. We're just going to lay the piece of wood on here, trace it, and then I have an old beat up pair of old shears, and that's what I'm using to cut the circle out with on the sandpaper. And anyways, I just wanted to share that with you today. I did one already, which is right here. I'm moving the camera. I did one already right here, and you know, like I said, it'll go onto the wood disc then, and then when I get all the rest of them cut out, I'll take the other wood disc, put it on top of here, and I'll just set it on top of here like this when they're all cut out, line everything up so that they sit on here nice and flat, and then just clamp them. I'll put like 4 clamps and just clamp them, and that's the way they're gonna get stored. It's better than watching them get all curled up and go to being no good for anything. So that was my theory behind it. And then I'll end up with a whole bunch of these. I'm gonna cut this bunch since I don't have a box for them anyways, and there's a couple different grits here. I'm gonna cut these at the 12-inch ones for the shopsmith, and then the rest of them I'm just gonna go ahead and leave them alone, and then as I need them, maybe I'll cut some 6-inch ones for the other grinder, and you know, I'll just use them as I need them for different sizes. I may make up a couple more 6-inch round wood things to clamp the 6-inch ones in too. But yeah, I thought I'd share that with you guys. It's one of those deals where I bought the whole box of these things for I think $10. And I had a package that came with my shopsmith, and the package is like 20 years old. Now there's 3 of them in it. They wanted $14.95 for 3 of these discs, for just 3 of them. I don't know what the price is nowadays on them, but heck, you start figuring out $5 a piece, and I think I have 500 or not 500. I have about 50 of those discs laying around here. You start adding up the money, and that's a pretty good chunk of change. And I figured, why not use them? Why not get them to where I can use them on the machines that I have? So that's the plan. And like I said, with some of these are 15 inches. And if you do the 6-inch ones, you can get 1, 2, 3. I think I'd get 5 or 6 6-inch ones just out of one. So that's what I'll do with some of them too. But that was today's project, and I just thought I'd share it with you. it's just basically a revamping of something that I got for almost nothing and making it into something that we can use. And you know, having the blacksmithing shop, I'm always trying to save a little money on my grinding stuff because we go through a lot of it. And you know, this is just one of those deals where it's going to save me a little bit of money, save you guys a little bit of money in the long run, and it also gets rid of a bunch of junk that I got sitting around the shop because the 15-inch ones are no use to me unless I get a 15-inch grinder, which, you know, that's possible. You never know what I'm going to run into. But for now, I'm going to cut something in the 12 because that's what I have. Also, another thing that I did around here, and I'm going to turn this camera around so you guys can see it, and I'll show you. I cleaned the shop up a little bit. Let me get back. Anyways, there's my little setup here. I you know, I just kind of cut the circles out right there, and there they are right there, and then there's the one that's cut right there, and these are the ones that I'm cutting, and then these are all ones that came in that box, and then there's 4 or 5 boxes of other ones right there that came in the box. So, you know, I got a whole bunch of those sanding discs. But anyways, so I cleaned up, well, it doesn't look like it's cleaned up, but I cleaned up my workbench area a little bit. I can actually start forging again. I'm starting to get pretty busy with the forge, and I don't think I've ever really given you guys a good look at stuff, but my forging setup is pretty basic. I got an anvil here and a couple buckets of scrap steel and stuff that I use on and in. Blacksmith vise, and then a piece of railroad track. I use that for beating on stuff that I really want to put a good beating on. So, you know, just thought I'd share that with you. A couple different grinders. I got, you guys have seen the belt sanders back there in the corner, and I'm actually thinking about purchasing another one of these belt sanders right here. It's in the works. I don't know whether I'm going to do it or not. But anyways, so another thing I did real quick, I actually set up my little workbench table, and I picked up it's going to fall on the ground. I picked up an under the bench mount woodworker's vise, $10 at a flea market. So now I got this thing. All worked, all ready to go, and usable. So pretty happy about that. And then I got this nice old work table that came out of some old machine shop somewhere, and I'm repurposing it into a small woodworking area. The table itself isn't real heavy, so if I want to pull it out and be able to work on both sides, I can. But right now I got it just tucked against the wall. So anyways, that's what I wanted to show you today. That's just a little project I'm doing today. I need to start recording more of these projects that I do, because I do a little project almost every day. Sometimes I just do it and don't bother with recording it, and I need to start, because here pretty soon, when we get this get some property bought and get to building on a log cabin, I want to start documenting that every day. So I might as well just get in the habit of it now and keep you guys up to date on what I'm doing. So anyways, just a short little video. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe, and keep on watching, because we're going to do all kinds of little project videos.